Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. My marble balcony looks down upon the crowded maze, where children look for copper coins through a toxic haze. 1,000 glass apartments reach up to touch the cloud, while miles of blue tops cover up the broken and the proud. They build the walls much higher so the wealth will never see. The hands that build a palace are the ones that are not free. The shadow of the tower falls upon the concrete floor. A golden key is turning on a padlocked iron door. The balance is uneven and the weight begins to break. Palace, maze, walls. Work inside the penthouses above, while down below they drink the rain and bargain for some love. The ledger counts the profit that the corporate masters made from millions keeping quiet in the suffocating shade. But concrete can be shattered when the pressure grows too deep. The valley will awaken while the palace tries to sleep. The shadow of the tower falls upon the concrete floor. A golden key is turning on a padlocked iron door. The balance is uneven and the weight begins to break. Weight begins to break, 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 The morning mist lifts from the altar stone. The righteous valley is a sacred zone. We pack the chalice with the holy leaf to cure the sickness and the worldly grief. Ancient incense rising to the sky, lifting the spirit and the mind up high. No neon doctrine can corrupt the plan given by nature to the Son of Man. Open the book and let the vapor build inside the temple where the heart is filled. Burn the fire, let the spirit rise. Praise the Creator with the waking eyes. The herb is the medicine to heal the soul. Feel the vibration making the nation whole. Making the nation whole. Incense rises from the corner of a quiet room. A green herb burning gently to dissolve the heavy gloom. He closes both his eyelids to unlock the inner gate, and leaves behind the friction of the clock and worldly hate. A single leaf of wisdom is dissolving in the air to elevate the spirit past the boundaries of care. The smoke becomes a ladder that is lifting up the mind. We leave the heavy shackles of the material behind. A quiet benediction in the breathing of the sea. Spirit, sea, mind. Spirit, sea, The ancient roots are growing deep inside the sacred soil. A medicine provided to relieve the daily toil. It heals the broken vision and it cleans the inner side, and turns the darkest evening into psychedelic light. No dogmas and no temple walls to tell him how to pray. Just communion with the natural before the break of day. The smoke becomes a ladder that is lifting up the mind. We leave the heavy shackles of the material behind. A quiet benediction in the breathing of the sea, lifting up the mind, mind, mind. Wanders in the dark, 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 dark. Midnight approaches and the valley turns cold as stone. Julian twists the copper dial inside his sanctuary of bone. The desert wind is howling, throwing sand against the glass. He tunes the faded transmitter before the border patrols pass. His voice is just a whisper, riding on an outlaw way. A spark of hidden truth to reach the locked up and the brave. The signal cuts through iron bars and throws the shadows wide. A secret station burning bright across the great divide. They cannot cage a frequency that wanders in the dark. 500 miles away, a woman listens near the stove. She catches fragments of a poem from pressure of the heavy night. Wake up and run toward the open sea. The current is moving to set the spirit free. No more silver tokens, no more false demands. The future is open inside our own hands. Our own hands. Our own hands. Our own hands. We share the shelter of the forest green, keeping the inner territory clean. No iron frame can measure how we grow or change the direction that the rivers flow. The birds are soaring over avenue lines, bypassing all their corporate designs. We plant the seed without a legend net, erasing every artificial debt. The daylight holds us in a warm embrace, bringing the balance to a quiet place. Sing with the music, let the joy come in. This is the hour where the good times begin. Feel the vibration shaking up the wall until the heavy gates of Babylon fall. Babylon fall. Babylon fall. Babylon fall. The road is clear, the light is near, the current flows, the spirit grows. Oh na 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 na. No 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 no. Oh 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 oh. Yeah yeah. A synthetic fabric wraps around the modern avenue. A display of false illusions to corrupt the heart of you. They sell a rigid pattern inside a simulated view to block the ancient pathway and the colors that are true. The neon billboards project a temporary dream to hide the heavy fractures of their high-tech scheme. They monitor the focus and they categorize the mind, leaving the legacy of ancient storytelling far behind. The danger wanders silently inside the crowded street, trapping every simple soul they happen to meet. Dismantle the perimeter, unplug the optical grid, unplug the grid. Expose the matrix that the clever masters hid. The ioric vibration is the sovereign shield to keep the inner territory clean inside the field. They count the inventory, price the sweat inside the hall, ignoring every fracture on the grand defensive wall. A static layer settles on the heavy chest of youth, while managers in uniform claim safety is their truth. No binary projection can replace the green vine that links the human spirit to the cosmic alignment. We drop the clever gadgets of the calculated head to break the heavy shackles of a modern crowded age. The steel towers wobble as the heavy bass descends, where the false authority of data calculation ends. Dismantle the perimeter, unplug the optical grid, unplug the grid. Expose the matrix that the clever masters hid. The ioric vibration amber motion of the heavy timber trees. No artificial ledge on it can monitor the glow of natural waters when they first begin to flow. The birds are singing sweet upon the wooden garden fence, bringing a simple beauty that makes total cosmic sense. The golden horizon is open, clear and wide, washing away the winter and the heavy dark inside. Wake up and dance beneath the open sacred sky. Beneath the open sky, sky, sky. Watch how the heavy frozen shadows pass us by. The sun is shining bright, like a golden temple plate. Open the lock and step outside the heavy iron gate. Outside the iron gate. We feel the ancient soil warming underneath our feet, leaving behind the friction of the busy city street. The morning market wakes up with the slow and local shout, clearing the lingering cold and every lingering doubt. No bright advertisement can corrupt the natural line that links the human spirit to the soul of true design. The crystalline trichome shields the emerald leaf vein, extracting pure reflection from the southern summer rain. We share the fresh water gathered from a simple well, safe in the quiet haven where the honest forces dwell. Wake up and dance beneath the open sacred sky. Beneath the open sky, sky, sky. Watch how the heavy frozen shadows pass us by. The sun is shining bright, like a golden temple plate, until the heavy gates of Babylon fall. The anchor holds fast, 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 fast. The unity will last, last, last. The root remains strong, 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 in the ancient song. Oh, yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. And undo. No, 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 no. They build a fortress out of fiber optic strand to reshape the memory of the ancestral land. A stream of ghost data fills the heavy morning air, capturing the attention of the people standing there. They sell a false perspective to a simulated view, to block the ancient pathway and the colors that are true. But the organic rhythm cannot be bought or sold inside a synthetic market made of silver and gold. Shatter the artificial lens, look at the open sky, 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 sky. Watch how the deep illusions of the matrix fade and die. The ioric vibration is the balance and the shield to keep the inner sanctuary clean inside the field. No binary projection can replace the green vine that links the human spirit to the cosmic alignment. The elders trace the blueprints in the texture of the wood, a simple natural current that is permanent and good. We drop the clever gadgets of their calculated scheme to find the quiet shelter of an uncorrupted dream. The steel towers wobble as the heavy bass descends, where the false authority of data calculation ends. Jump out the artificial lens, look at the open sky, watch how the deep illusions of the matrix fade and die. The ionic vibration is the balance and the shield to keep the inner sanctuary clean inside the field. The smoke remains inside the veins. The light will guide, the dark will hide. The world is rushing past the window pane. Countless feet chasing after ghosts like game. But we choose to step outside the heavy wheel to find a frequency that the heart can feel. A quiet shelter where the ancient truth resides, far away from the turning of the toxic tides. No complex theories, just a simple space to find the rhythm at a slower pace. The world is rushing past the window pane. Countless feet chasing after ghosts like game. But we choose to step outside the heavy wheel to find a frequency that the heart can feel. A quiet shelter where the ancient truth resides, far away from the turning of the toxic tides. No complex theories, just a simple space to find the rhythm at a slower pace. Keep the fire burning in the deepest night, walking through the shadows to the morning light. Strength inside the spirit makes the vision clear. Love is the vibration that replaces fear. Replaces fear. Fear. The concrete towers try to block the sun, but the living root can never be undone. We gather wisdom from the earth and sky, while the illusions of the city crumble and die. A steady heartbeat is the only drum we need to break the cycle of the modern greed. We plant the seeds of a brand new day and let the music wash the dust away. Break the heavy shackles, let the people rise. Look at the horizon with awakened eyes. No more silent walls, no more hidden chains. We are the sunshine after all the rain. To pass ahead where the light has led. Keep the spirit strong in the eternal song. Babylon on my back, I still stand tall. Ash in the wind when the nighttime calls. Fire in the bowl, red glow in the dark. You wanna break me down, but you miss my spark. Road one shoes, but I keep my stride. Green in the road, and the truth in my eyes. Say what you want, I don't fall, don't run. I've been through the heat, now I move like one. Close that gate, watch it shake. Too much smoke for a soul to fade. Raise that hand, let it weigh. We survive what they try to take. Babylon, Babylon, try to hold us down. We carry on. Fire high, fire strong. Smoke rise up till the fear is gone. Babylon, Babylon, hey, we've been here all along. Grease on the hands and dust on the floor. Mama kept the door, still I wanted more. Midnight chant with the brothers outside. Little paper flame and no reason to glide. I don't need gold if my heart stay true. I don't need noise, I got songs I knew. When the long road bends and the wolves come near, I light my path and I burn that fear. Close that gate, watch it shake. Too much smoke for a soul to fade. Raise that hand, let it wait. We survive what they try to take. Babylon, Babylon, try to hold us down. We carry on. Fire high, fire strong. Smoke rise up till the fear is gone. Babylon, Babylon, hey, we've been here all along. If the world get cold, I keep it warm. If the night look mean, I move like storm. One small flame can outlast the rain. One true love can outlive the chain. Babylon, Babylon, try to hold us down. We carry on. Fire high, fire strong. Smoke rise up till the fear is gone. Babylon, Babylon, hey, we've been here all along. Open your ear, open your mind. This is the lockdown of the frequency. Rhythm and bass, standard combination. Watch out! Watch out! Babylon walls are paper thin. They cannot stop the fire within. We bring the heat, we bring marking everything behind the eastern timber door. An ancient current washes down the limestone mountain track, wow, moving the weary generation forward, never back. No code and calculated net can buy the amber glow of sacred waters when they first begin to stream and flow. The birds are chanting freedom from the high acacia tree, holding the uncorrupted code that sets the spirit free. We find our balanced posture where the wild thickets grow, feeling the presence that the oldest generations know. Rise up and step toward the open sacred space, toward the sacred space. Leave the illusion of the heavy, frantic chase. The heavy 4x4 is our defensive wooden wall. When all the scattered nations answer to the highest call. Answer to the call. We turn our backs completely on their temporary throne, reclaiming territory that the original world calls its own. The crystalline trichum shields the emerald leaf vein, extracting pure reflection from the sudden summer rain. No bright advertisement can corrupt the natural line that links the human spirit to the soul, a true alignment. We share the fresh water gathered from a simple well, safe in the quiet fortress where the honest forces dwell. The steel towers wobble as the heavy bass descends, where the false authority of data calculation ends. Rise up and step toward the open sacred space, toward the sacred space. Leave the illusion of the heavy, frantic chase. The heavy 4x4 is our defensive wooden wall, until the heavy gates of Babylon crumble down and break. The anchor holds fast, holds fast, 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 fast. The unity will last, will last, will last, will last, will last. The roots remain strong, in the ancient songs. Oh, da, 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 They wear fine clothes and sit inside the hall. They make big laws that make the small man fall. They promise houses and a better day, but take the money and they walk away. They sign the papers with a silver pen, then hide from view and never come again. The school is broken and the street is dark, while they drink wine inside the private park. They feed their pockets from the public bowl, leaving the valley with a heavy toll. Yeah, 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 yeah. They sit up high and tell the machine. Expose the matrix to make the air clean. No more false speeches from the heavy stage. We tear the paper from their wicked page. Reclaim the frequency to heal the scar underneath a dim and fading star. The rule is far, the people call. The truth remains inside the veins. Of the coconut trees, the morning market wakes up with a shout, clearing the lingering cold and winter doubt. A simple rhythm steps onto the track, moving forward and never looking back. The sky is painted in a friendly blue, bringing a energy that feels brand new. Wake up and dance beneath the open sky. Watch out, the heavy shadows pass us by. The sun is shining like a golden plate. Open the lock and step outside the gate. Outside the gate, 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 underneath, leaving behind a cold and biting teeth. The water sparkles in the concrete stream, real and bright, no longer just a dream. We meet our neighbors with a smiling face, slowing the hurry of the frantic chase. The children play upon the grassy patch, chasing the soccer ball they tried to catch. The daylight holds us in a warm embrace, bringing the comfort to this local place. Sing with the music, let the joy come in. This is the hour where the good times begin. Feel the vibration shaking up the ground. Life is a beautiful and happy sound. The dark is gone, the light is on. The people shout, the joy is out. Oh, na, na, na. Yeah. Hey. Oh. A silent current ripples through the shadow of the oak, the language of the forest that the ancient elders spoke. It does not need a ritual or wand or heavy stone. It flows inside the breathing of the wind that travels alone. The pollen carries energy that makes the valley clean, awakening the riverbed from its winter dream. The air is thick with wonder that the eye can never trace. A wild unwritten power moving softly through the space. We walk inside the fabric of a spell arms moving to the thoroughfare. They target the capsule where the blossom cures, to dismantle everything that nature ensures. An ancient leaf gathered from the valley bed now brings an iron barrel to the brother's head. They call it a vice to feed the corporate lease, while breaking the circle of a smoky peace. They write out a ledger built of fine and cage to satisfy the pressure of a modern stage. They hunt the green resin with an iron hand, chasing the alignment of a peaceful land. The uniform freezes where the rhythm glides, trapping the future in their toxic tides, raising the statue while the spirit bleeds, serving nobody but their private greed. They hunt the green resin with an iron hand, chasing the alignment of a peaceful land. The uniform freezes where the rhythm glides, trapping the future in their toxic ties, raising the statue while the spirit bleeds, serving nobody but their private greed, their private greed. Where the plants ascend, enforcing a boundary that will never bend. They shelter the synthetic bottle in the store, but hammer the lock up on the garden door. A ritual communion in the wooden room, assaulted by the armor and the sudden gloom. They measure the fiber by an artificial scale to justify the logic of a crowded jail. But no neon doctrine can corrupt the vine that links the human spirit to the true design. Dismantle the perimeter, unplug the grid, expose the destruction that the market hit. The sub-bass drops to heal the open wound before the entire matrix is consumed. Reclaim the frequency behind the eyes while the illusions of the kingdom die. The circuit breaks, the engine shakes, the smoke remains inside the veins. Say, 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 say. Oh. Na 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 na. Them circle round with hollow eyes and wait for I to fall. Them line up at the corner and them lean against the wall. Them whisper through the darkness and them plot behind the call. But Jah lighting on me chest was never troubled by them all. The light that guides me forward never answers when them call. The light that guides me life is stronger than the watching eyes. It burns through every shadow and it never compromised. No army of the envious beneath a jealous sky can dim the flame that Jah himself toward the light and forward toward the goal. Because the light inside will always make the broken whole. The light that guides me life is stronger than the watching eyes. It burns through every shadow and it never compromised. No army of the envious beneath a jealous sky can dim the flame that Jah himself has placed inside of I. Let them watch and let them wait. The light will carry I through every gate. No watching I was ever great enough to dim what I illuminate. Oh yeah. Oh. Hey. Shut up, bells. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. The silver cord is anchors the drifting mind, leaving the heavy dusty years behind. We purchased at it from the inner space, slowing the hurry of the frantic chase. No longer feeding on a plastic view, we clear the window for a vision true. The temple inside is made of living stone, no longer wandering the dark alone. A quiet blueprint opens in the chest, guiding the weary traveler to rest. Rise up and feel the energy expand. The golden light is shifting through the land. The ego bends beneath the sacred sound. A brand new balance is what we have found. What we have found. Away the heavy iron weight and step inside the narrow garden gate. The oil is ready in the inner lamp, protected from the cold and from the damp. Party conversion of the oldest sight, absorbing patterns of the highest light. The ledger face the ancient debt is clear. The steady frequency replaces fear. We turn our faces to the morning star, remember